Great one. The one and only Micheal Wilbon, for pardon the interruption, PTI fame. What's going on, Mike?
I was your friend. You gonna make me follow Jamie Foxx?
Well, listen.
Huh?
That is a hard dude to match up against. But I will ask you this question anyway: is there anything, and I do mean anything, that you believe the Cleveland Cavaliers can do tonight to stave off elimination?
Man, they would have to have the same conditions as the last game, with Draymond Green in foul trouble, Clay and Steph missing shots. Do we think that's going to happen a second consecutive game? I don't either. I mean, what the formula would be another game like that from Kevin Love, a 23-12 game, or how about 25-15? They need that kind of game out of him. J.R. Smith's got to play that way again or better. Needs to hit some open shots earlier, the better. And Steven, we talk about wild cards and X factors. They need several. Cleveland needs a couple or several of those guys to have sort of career playoff nights. I'm not going to say it's out of the question, because LeBron James could score 55 and have 12 or 14 assists and 10 rebounds and another triple-double. I am not going to say it's impossible. A lot of folks are. A lot of our colleagues are saying there's no chance. There's a chance because LeBron James is on that team. Is it likely? It's not likely.
Do you know what I think is virtually impossible?
What?
To see a repeat performance of Game 3 from Steph Curry in Game 4.
I agree.
How about that?
Steph and Clay, not going to happen again. I mean, look, if the Golden State Warriors are so good, this goes to Jamie's point. I'm not going to go to Jesus of Nazareth, but if they have any two guys of those four play really well, I mean, if Draymond Green has one of his classic 14, 12, and 10 games, that he has often, and let's say Klay Thompson scores 28 points, it's a wrap. If they have two guys, I mean, the other night they win with one of their stars playing really well. So it's a small path to a Game 5 that we're looking at.
According to the players, the coaches that you've spoken to at these games, is there any way to at least force the Golden State Warriors to make Draymond Green or Andre Iguodala be the shooters, as opposed to the big three? Is there a way to pull that off?
No, because they don't have enough defenders. And I don't care how many things you switch. At some point, you got to confront those three players, right? KD, Steph, and Clay. And you're basically saying, okay, we need all three of you to have subpar evenings. It's unlikely. I don't think there's anything that the Cavaliers can do in that context.
You brought up switching. We were talking yesterday. I want you to share with our audience what you were talking to me about switching and how switching may indeed have damaged the game to some degree in this day and age.
One of the things, the privileges we have being here is talking to former coaches, current coaches, former players, people who played in all kinds of systems, Hall of Famers. And I've been asking people, when did switching defensively become so, I don't know, the cure-all for everything defensively? And they say it hasn't. I think to me, philosophically, it's lazy in some ways, talking to Hall of Fame players. And why can't people fight through screens anymore? I've got my man, right? Some of the greatest defensive players of all time we have seen and covered. We saw a series with Dennis Rodman. We saw a series with Isaiah Thomas where he would defend any point guard. We saw a series with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. All these people fought through screens and positioned their bodies and slid and got in front of their man. And now, because the Golden State Warriors really popularized it, it wasn't new, but they did because they got so many long guys who can cover everybody. What, everybody can do this? Every team can do this?
I got it. Last question. Give it to me straight.
What?
Cleveland's winning tonight or they're losing? Give it to me, Micheal Wilbon.
I think Golden State's going to win tonight. I think they have no pressure, Steven. What's the pressure on Golden State tonight?
None.
So it's not exactly like last year. There's no Kyrie to help LeBron at close.
None. They don't even have the pressure to go on the road because if they lose, they go back home to the Oracle.
I'd be fine being wrong with that. I'd be fine with both of us being wrong and extending the series. The commissioner may not be able to say that, but we can.
We can. We can. We can wish. We can hope. We can even pray. But we can't determine. That's up to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. One more segment to go in this show, Micheal Wilbon. So don't go anywhere. You won't miss my Game 4 pick. That's coming up, plus my final thoughts right after the break.
A series that began about his mistake. He said the Game 3 loss was actually tougher for him. Believe
that's not
that,
true.
if you will.
That's not
Here
true.
on the other side is our own Jared Greenberg on the Warriors story.